Have you ever walked into a room full of people and still felt completely alone? You hear laughter, you see conversations flowing all around you, but it's like you're behind a sheet of glass, watching life happen without you in it. You're there, but not really there. You smile when someone looks your way, you nod when they speak, but inside, it feels like you're speaking a different language, like no matter where you go, no matter who you're with, you never quite fit. I've been there. For years I carried that invisible weight, that voice in my head saying, you don't belong here, you don't belong anywhere. And the worst part? It starts to feel true. You start believing maybe you're just not meant to find your place. Maybe you're destined to drift, forever on the outside, forever looking in. But here's what I wish someone had told me back then. Belonging isn't about the place. It's not about the group, or the room, or the label you wear to fit in. Belonging out is about finding the version of yourself that doesn't need to pretend. See, I used to twist myself into whatever shape I thought people wanted. Loud when I thought they wanted confident. Quiet when I thought they wanted humble. I was a chameleon, constantly changing colors, until I forgot what my real one even looked like. But here's the truth. If you have to change who you are to belong, you don't belong there. You belong somewhere you can breathe without hiding parts of yourself, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I found that place. It wasn't instant, it wasn't easy, but it was worth everything, because the moment you stop chasing the wrong rooms, you start finding the right ones, and when you do, you'll realize you were never broken. You were just in the wrong place. If you're ready to hear how I turned I don't belong anywhere into I finally found my place, keep watching. This isn't just my story, it's yours too. You know, if you're watching this right now, there's a good chance you felt this too. That heavy sinking feeling that no matter where you go, you're just misplaced. You've tried, you've smiled at the right moments, you've nodded along in conversations you didn't even understand because fitting in felt like survival. But deep down, there's this little voice that says they don't really see you. And the truth is, that voice isn't lying, because what you're missing isn't people, it's connection. And connection can't be faked. I know how exhausting it is to keep showing up to rooms where your presence doesn't matter, how draining it feels to pour out your energy, only to leave more empty than you arrived. Maybe you've even started questioning yourself. Is something wrong with me? Why can't I just be like everyone else? Let me stop you right there. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not too much. You're not too different. And you are definitely not unworthy. The problem is, you've been searching for your place in all the wrong places. See, belonging doesn't come from changing who you are. It comes from finding the people who love you as you are, and sometimes those people are rare. Sometimes it takes time to find them. But here's something most people never tell you. While you're searching for them, you can start building that place yourself. When you stop chasing every group, every friend circle, every cool crowd you think will fix your loneliness, you start attracting people who are drawn to your real energy. Not the mask, not the performance. You. Think about it. The most magnetic people in the world aren't the ones who fit in everywhere. They're the ones who are comfortable not fitting in everywhere. They know their worth doesn't depend on how many people approve of them. And you can be one of them. So if you've been feeling like you don't belong anywhere, I want you to stick with me. Because the next part of this story is where everything starts to change. Here's the thing no one tells you when you feel like you don't belong. The world isn't just made up of in-groups and out-groups. It's made up of millions of tiny worlds. And most of them, you haven't even stepped into yet. You think the story ends here. You feel invisible in your school, in your job, in your family. And you convince yourself, if I'm not seen here, I'll never be seen anywhere. But that's not the truth. That's just the lens your current environment has given you. Let me ask you something. What if the people who will change your life completely haven't even met you yet? What if the version of you who feels alive, loved, and wanted is still a few choices away? I remember reading once, your tribe is out there, but they can't find you if you're hiding in the wrong crowd. That line hit me like lightning. Because maybe that's exactly what's happening right now for you. You're watering yourself down to blend in, and in the process you've made it impossible for the right people to recognize you. Imagine this. You walk into a place one day, and for the first time in years, you don't have to explain your humor, your dreams, your scars. They just get you. It's not forced. It's not fake. It's home. That moment is real. I know because I've lived it. And I promise, it's not reserved for lucky people. It's waiting for anyone brave enough to be themselves, even when the world doesn't clap for them yet. But here's the catch. Before that moment happens, there's something you have to do. And it's the part that scares most people away. You have to stop begging for a seat at the wrong tables. You have to risk being alone for a little while. You have to walk out of the rooms where your soul feels smaller, even if it means walking into the unknown. That's the leap. That's the test. And that's the moment most people give up, right before the breakthrough. So if you've been feeling like you're on the edge, don't step back. Step forward. Because in the final part of this journey, I'm going to tell you exactly what changes when you do. And trust me, it's the part that will make you want to get up tomorrow with more hope than you've felt in years. When you finally stop chasing people who were never meant to understand you, something shifts. At first it feels strange, empty, like you've just walked out of a loud party into the stillness of the night, and your mind plays tricks on you. Maybe I should go back. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe belonging to them even a little is better than belonging nowhere. But here's where the magic starts. In that stillness, you start to hear your voice again. Not the one shaped by what others expect, but the raw, unfiltered, this is me voice you were born with. You notice the small things, how you laugh when no one's watching, what kind of people make you feel lighter, what environments make you want to stand taller instead of shrink smaller. Then little by little you make new choices. You try new places. You start conversations with people you would have ignored before. You say no when something doesn't align, and yes when it feels right in your gut. And without even realizing it, you're building your place in the world. Not the one handed to you by chance, but the one you chose. That's when you meet them. The people who make you feel like you've been speaking the same language your whole life. The ones who celebrate your weird, who don't flinch at your past, who see you not as too much or not enough, but exactly right. That's when you realize you never needed to belong everywhere. You just needed to belong somewhere real. And now, if you're hearing this, I want you to know that somewhere is out there for you. And the sooner you stop chasing the wrong places, the sooner you'll find it. So here's my challenge to you. Today, take one step toward the life and people who feel like home. Message that person you've been meaning to talk to. Join that group you've been scared to join. Or simply spend time with yourself and see what you actually want. Because the world doesn't get better for you when you finally fit in everywhere. It gets better when you finally fit in with yourself. And if you need a reminder, if you ever feel like you're slipping back into old pattern, come back here. I'll be right here reminding you, you belong. You always have. And hey, if this hit home for you, don't just click away. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share this with someone else who's been feeling lost. Because maybe, just maybe, this is the message that finds them at exactly the right moment, the way it just found you.